Bestie, I heard the very unfortunate news that you, in fact, got broken up with, and my heart truly goes out to you. I understand the struggle. I've never dated, so I've never gotten broken up with, but that's okay because I do understand hardship. You know, I don't know if I ever told you about the time that my uncle sprained his leg. It was very unfortunate, and I don't want to say anything mean, of course, but it does seem like you have breakup hair. I just know that you're known for your gorgeous hair, so I was just hoping that maybe I could help you and brush it and maybe help you forget the horrors that was, you know, your ex. I brought some supplies, of course, as long as you're cool with me brushing and maybe stealing your hair. The stealing was a joke. Oh, and I also brought you a little pick-me-up because obviously you need one right now. So I got this bag. It has some candy in it. It's got Skittles, but they're like gushers. I'll show you. You see? They got like a little gush in there. They're really quite good. And I got these pigs. Wink, wink. And this one, this stray one, this one can really help you relax. If you know what I mean. Just let me know, no pressure. Wait, they texted you? Give me your phone. Okay. I'm gonna read this out before I send it to you. It says, text me again, you stinky, stinky Grinch. I will kill your dog. Or I already pressed send. Is that okay? Well, I hope so because it did send. Well, that's what they need to hear. Okay? The threats. Because they're not respecting you. I have Skittle just like stuck to my teeth now. It's very unfortunate. Oh, you like my makeup? Chapel Roan? No, I don't listen to music. Actually, I only listen in the car. It's like a podcast, but it's basically just all my favorite edits of characters, and I make like a podcast with them. Yeah, it's really cool. I post them to YouTube, even though nobody watches them, except for me. But yeah, I don't know who Chaperone is. This is just my everyday glam. It's pretty natural. You like it? Okay. I've got a lot of stuff in my bag per usual. The first thing is a hairbrush, which is important because you're knotted. That's okay. I need to do it in like sections just because you are so, yeah, there's so many knots, so I'm definitely gonna have to work in sections. Just to, I don't want to pull your hair out. I also have this. It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Plus Keratin. And it sounds really thick. I don't know what that is, so don't ask me. I think it's paint. So I'm just spraying this on my hand. This is what I use when I had gel in my hair, like, because sometimes, you know, my hair is naturally curly. And then the next morning, what am I trying to say? Oh, the gel will like make my hair super crusty. So I wet it and then I add a little bit of this stuff. And it takes the knots like right out. So that's what I'm gonna do to you. And we're just going to smooth this throughout the hair. Give a little head massage. This is really good because it says, okay, so it says it's a 10. And the reason why is because it does 10 things instantly is what it says. It says maintenance of keratin straightening treatments. Number 2, it increases styling and management. Number 3, perfect for all hair types. That's not really a thing though. It doesn't really do that. Okay, whatever. Number 4, helps replace loss protein. Number 5, helps protect the natural keratin in the hair. Number 6, protects against heat. Ooh, you're shedding. Don't worry, I'll just keep this. Did I say protects against heat? I think so. Number 7, restores hydration balance. Number 8, it detangles, defrizzes, and adds shine. That's like 3 things in one. And number 9, helps straighten hair. Number 10, seals cuticles for extra silky hair. Silky hair. There's cuticles in the hair? I didn't know that. Also, I use this on my curly hair. Is it gonna make it straight? Girl. Okay. Now that that's in there, and we've given it some time to do its thing, I'm going to begin just want to start at the bottom to ensure that we don't pull it out from the root, because if you start at the root you'll just push all the knots down. We don't want that. I have to keep you steady. Gotta anchor you. That's what friends are for. That treatment though, ooh, it made your hair look nice. Look at that. It's like shiny and bouncy. I always loved when people would brush my hair. It wasn't super often that people would. I wish it was like normalized for friends to be more affectionate, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I did almost tip you over there, sorry. You know, your balance is pretty poor. Have you ever looked into bone marrow transplants? I hear they're really good for that. My uncle had one. But anyways, as I was saying, I just feel like friends could really help each other out more often, and like physical affection can come in all sorts of ways. And I think that brushing people's hair is one of those ways that we could make people feel loved and stuff. But it's like so underutilized because I don't know, I guess like a lot of people feel like they can't be vulnerable and affectionate with their friends and their community. And like, I think we could all use a little hairbrush every now and then. I mean, if we do it for... Girl, I'm telling you, you've got to look into that bone marrow transplant. I don't know how much it costs now, but my uncle lives in a shed, so I mean, like, it couldn't be that expensive, but he does have really good insurance. Okay, let me just like grab another piece here. Yeah, I'm just telling you, like, even if things aren't bad per se, asking for help or asking for companionship, you know, like, is always a good thing, and I'm always here for you. And if you need a hair brushing to relax after a horrible breakup, I'm here. Or if you need it in celebration because you finally found your long lost toe ring, I'm also here for you. And your toe ring. I've always wondered, how many toes do you have? Because I've never like gotten a really good look at your feet. But me personally, I've lost 2 of my toes already. I know, it's so cool. And I got these chopsticks. I think I'm just going to lightly part the hair. Maybe check up on the lice treatment that we did to ensure that it's still in effect and it doesn't need to be renewed. As nice as the chopsticks sound, they aren't great for getting little sections. But a rat tail comb is. I'll also be able to use this comb to check for any lice, but it looks like you are clean. Sorry, I kind of tangled your hair a little bit. Let me just try and untangle it. I think that we should do a little braid. So we're just going to okay, that's a tricky part. Let me try another part. Let's try and braid over here. It's looking, do you see that? It's looking good. And I like to imagine while I'm braiding that I'm braiding in security and comfort and happiness in your life. And this gentle act of braiding is securing those good emotions in your life and in your heart. That's what she looks like. Scalp massages always feel so good, except for on greasy hair. Like, do you have that thing where if your hair is greasy, if you have fine hair, you might relate, but like your hair gets greasy, it gets so weighed down that if you were to like take a section like this and then like move it the wrong way, it hurts so bad. But your hair looks clean, which is really surprising due to the lack of showering. Well, I looked at your water bill, and it's not very high, like all things, like compared to your normal water bill. So I just know that this breakup has been so hard and that you've been not showering very much, but that's okay. Don't worry. You don't stink and you look great. Do you like my claw talon I've got going on your head to keep it from falling off of your shoulders? I also brought some accessories, so I brought these. I thought it might be nice to use in your hair. So I'm just going to kind of take it like that. So I've got lots of them, and you're gonna look super stylish. I'm not entirely sure how many will be able to fit on your head. You have a pretty average size head. Personally, I have a big head, and I've always had a big head. You should have seen me at birth. I was like a bobblehead. Could you imagine if you saw me at birth? You'd have to time travel. I've always been interested in time travel because how would it work? Would it affect my universe? Would it create a new universe? So yeah, I've always been super interested. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Like, I'm certain that after this, Vogue is going to be calling, and they are going to be asking for you to model the next, like, Starry Night runway or something. Some of them are kind of hard to do, and you gotta, like, clip. If we tried to brush your hair after this, I do fear that it would hurt. So I'm gonna take them all out before we brush again because, yeah, I think it wouldn't feel good, so. Oops. Okay, let's do one. Let's, like, do, like, a strand of them. Okay. I'm gonna take off some of these ones, put it on over here. And then maybe I'm gonna, like, double them up. Like, do you think I can do that? Like, I think they're just gonna fall out. I'll take them out, don't worry. I still do think that you would look fabulous as, like, this being your signature look. And I think that we all need a signature look these days. I'm not, you know, truly sure what mine is. I've always been, like, afraid to step out of the box, as you can probably tell, because, like, you know me so well. I'm just, like, too much of a clean girl. How much hair is too much hair for me to rip out? Because I'm fearing that I'm on the, like, edge, you know? Because I ripped out a lot of your hair today. It was all by accident, but I understand if you hated me for it. We could become, like, frenemies, and, like, we could, like, have, like, an epic rap battle in the cafeteria, and, like, that'll decide, like, who's on top, you know? The queen bee. Personally, I'd be the queen A, because I'm that great. But you're totally cool enough to probably even beat me. You're, like, the coolest, cleverest person that I've ever known. I also have these bows, which are quite pretty. Like, put it in, but I messed everything up, so I'm just gonna brush again really quick. And I just can't get over how gorgeous your hair is. Like, the cut of it too, it just looks perfect. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with such harmonious features. If you and your face and your hair, if, like, they could sing, it would sound really cool. Be like a really cool choir. I think your personality would probably be the baritone, and then your hair would be the alto, and then your face would be a different one, and then your sense of style and your clothes would be the tuba player. I almost just like lifted you up to heaven there. Sorry about that. I really like the way that this piece curls. Look at that. It's so bouncy. I'm just genuinely obsessed with like every single strand. I could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got some of your hair in my lip gloss. Normally you get your own hair in your lip gloss, but we're just that close. Physically and metaphorically. What else do I have? Let me take a look in here. Oh, I've got some scissors. We could totally do like a little cut if you wanted. Really? You don't trust me? I mean, I wouldn't trust me either. But I cut my own hair. But I can't even cut it anyways because the only scissors that I have are these cat nail clippers. We could try. Let's see if it works. Grab a section. It worked. It totally worked. Get that over there. You want to try another little one? Well, we gotta even it out. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm evening it out. I'm evening it out. Just evening, just evening. Okay, don't worry because like you have layers, so it actually looks really good like that, and once you shake it up, those weirdly avant-garde cut pieces will just blend right in. Yeah, it looks gorge. Okay, I have this derma roller. If you don't know what a derma roller is, it's really cool. It's got 1,000,000 spikes on it, and it's basically gonna make 1,000 cuts on your scalp, and it's going to make your hair grow. It's gonna like make new pores. Surprised you haven't heard of one yet. They're like all over TikTok. Like, you ever see those people who are like growing their hair out? Like the guys, and they're like trying not to be bald. Which personally, some of my favorite people in this world are bald. So I get the appeal of not wanting to be bald because most of my favorite people are evil, though. Including myself. And I have this, I have one of these, a little spoolie. I'm gonna try and smooth out your edges with it. Because you are looking a little, how should I say, frizzy. I've got this paintbrush, and if you didn't already know this, paint is like really incredible for your hair, so I'm just gonna use whatever's left over on it and just use it like a treatment. Live, laugh, love. Just gonna do one last little comb through with my fingers. Luckily, our gym teacher is so cool and lets us do like anything for physical activity. Like the fact that we're in gym class right now and I can just play with your hair and we're definitely getting a straight A, and that guy is on the skateboard and that guy's doing a hula hoop. This is what community is all about. Oh my gosh, I found a little piece of dandruff. I totally thought that was an egg. Do you remember that secret that I shared with you the other day? No, not the reindeer one. Yeah, the trench coat. I sort of recently found out that that was actually a lie. I know. Well, I just believed that my bank teller would tell me the truth, because they're a bank teller, not a bank liar. And I just believed that. Anyway, it's just embarrassing, so I just don't even want to talk about it anymore. I just decapitated you, which is unfortunate, but on the bright side, without a head, you totally lose like 10 pounds.